Steve Poplar of Poplar Preparedness, welcome back. We are doing a midweek update on the shortages. I have a number of different items that I have recently seen in the nearby areas that may be in shortage mode, but maybe it's just a local issue. So I want to throw those out to you to see if you guys are seeing the same thing in your areas. I haven't heard of these things from anyone else yet, so you'll be hearing it first from here. We'll see if those things are actual developing shortages or not. We're going to be going straight to the pictures in just a moment. I want to give you a couple broad brush overview things, and then we're going to see what individual stores look like. I've been to 3 Walmarts in the last few days. I have also been to a Sam's Club, saw something pretty shocking there. And then I also went to a Fresh Thyme. I'm not sure if you guys have those out in your area. It's like a Whole Foods, but not quite so pretentious. It's more local kind of stuff. I also went to a Target to kind of see what that's kind of all about, and also went to a local grocery store as well. So I'm hitting a whole bunch of stores. This is not just coming from one store, and I'm also hitting places where the shortages are the worst, which are Walmarts. I'm hitting those repeatedly over the course of the week to make sure I'm not just catching restocking issues. All right, so here's the items that I'm seeing potentially in shortage. I've seen these at multiple stores in this area, but let me know what you guys are thinking or what you guys are seeing. 1, aluminum foil. I'm seeing that aluminum foil seems to be disappearing at a rapid pace. I'm not seeing it empty shelves yet on aluminum foil, but the stock in different places seems to be dropping very rapidly. I haven't seen it get this short in a while. So that's 1. 2, hydrogen peroxide. I'm seeing hydrogen peroxide kind of disappearing, which is interesting. That last time we had this was a year and a half ago during the Great Panic of 2020, right? Next, powdered coffee creamer. I'm seeing powdered coffee creamer disappear, particularly off Walmart shelves. The regular creamer seems to be on the shelves in the dairy section, but powdered coffee creamer seems to be going bye-bye. Jiffy Cornbread mix. I'm starting to see that kind of disappearing. It's right next to the flour, and it's right next to the bakery goods. It looks like people are stocking up on cornbread, or they're not being restocked. I don't know. Also, something I'm really noticing, and I don't know if I'm just crazy, but it's not even Halloween yet, and I'm seeing all the stores doing major renovations to bring out Christmas. I'm seeing them clearing the shelves of Halloween candy and putting in Christmas candy. It seems early to me. Am I being crazy? I don't know. You guys especially you guys in retail, are they rolling out Christmas early? I'm wondering if they're running out of Halloween stuff, and so they're just rolling into Christmas because they don't want it to be so evident that they're running out of like Halloween candy and such like that. I don't know. Let me know. We're going to go straight to the pictures now, okay? We're going to start here at Aldi. First off, let's take a look here. And we are seeing lots of missing chicken in the frozen food section. The fish and chicken, both kind of gone. This whole section down here is actually pasta, or it was pasta. There isn't any pasta down there, just gone. Spaghetti sauce is still there, but it's taken up a whole lot less shelf space than it used to. So it is getting thinner there too. Man, oh man, did I luck out. Look at that top shelf right there. Oh yeah, I grabbed a few of those. Canned hams. Those are the best. But haven't seen those in a long, long time, so I don't know how they wandered in here. Okay, let's look at the toilet paper aisle at Aldi. That is a toilet paper pallet that is empty, and toilet paper stacked on the shelf nearby. And there was a whole pallet just to the right that was for paper towels, and it was empty as well. So that's what I'm seeing there. Okay, so people have been chiming in about the breakfast cereals, that they're getting really, really thin. So I've started looking at those a little more closely. I'm not super familiar, but this is definitely a lot less than what I'm used to seeing at Aldi for cereals. Their juice aisle is thinner than it used to be. For sure, a lot less selection and a lot less depth on the shelf there. All right, this is at Walmart today. Frozen pizzas are starting to get hit. Now, I know they have a good bit of turnover there, so that may be more of just a day-to-day thing. They seem to be doing pretty good on frozen potatoes, so that's looking good. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about with the creamer. Now, this is day 2 of me looking at the creamer at Walmart's, and this one actually still had some creamer. The one I'm going to show you in a little bit from yesterday actually was out of creamer. So that's just powdered creamers. They're just really light. They used to have a lot more of that, and you just kind of wonder where it's going. Have you noticed the Velveeta is taking over the mac and cheese section? They used to have like a little bit of Velveeta mac and cheese, and now they're running out of mac and cheese, and so they're just kind of letting the stuff take over the whole section, which is just crazy. Just trying to take up space. I've seen this a number of times. I have another picture from another Walmart, but just notice how the chicken is taking over the whole canned meat section. And the canned chicken is pretty sparse as it is. Look at all that. You have to get up to the 4th shelf before you even start seeing anything that's not chicken yet. There's a little bit of corned beef hash that's been moseying its way over into the meat section. That used to not really be part of the meat section. And even the top shelf, look at that. Chicken, Vienna sausages, which are mostly chicken. And you just have just a couple cans of pork and a couple cans of roast beef, and that's about it. Rice wasn't looking as bad as I've seen some other places, but look, there's 120 pounder down there, and that's about all you got down there. And then that whole second shelf is just empty pretty much too. Rice is just not looking so good here. Now you got the brown rice up there, and you got your parboiled rice, but when it comes to white rice, which is what you'd store for long term, you're running out of options real fast. Flour today at Walmart, down bottom shelf. Look at that. All the big bags gone. And like I said, that flour section has been shrinking. Juice section. It's all the little juice boxes for like packed lunches that just gone. This is what the oil and sugar looked like. Oil is still looking kind of similar to what it has in the past, maybe a little lighter. And then the sugar, once again, look at that. Those pallets are pretty stripped. All right, obligatory look at the lunch meat section. It's bad, just like it's been for the last couple weeks. All right, cream cheese update. It's still kind of like it's got holes, but it's still there. So it's kind of consistently there, but like just you kind of wonder if it's going to be there. Okay, we're looking at yogurt now. Look at that. All those empty bins of yogurt. Lots and lots of emptiness right there. And that's where we are with yogurt. And we're looking at cereal from today at Walmart. Just a lot less. There's just less. Here's the shoe section. I took the picture of this a couple weeks ago, and it is definitely starting to look like a Kmart at the Walmart. It's just stuff is just haphazardly kind of thrown around. Selection is very, very limited. I mean, they're doing their best, but it reminds me of Kmart when it was about ready to go out of business. That's just what it looks like. I talked to you about spray paint yesterday in the last video, and here's a picture kind of showing you what I'm talking about here. Most of those cans are just on the front row, and a lot of them have their caps off, caps missing, people have spray painted with stuff you wouldn't want to buy, right? It's already damaged goods. When we're talking about gallons of paint, that's kind of what it looks like. Once again, it's all fronted, and there's just a lot less stock. And notice how they're all spread out too. It's just a lot less selection there and a lot less available. Okay, you are looking at the, this is Walmart still. I was noticing this around the store. I couldn't take pictures of everything, but especially in the health and beauty section, cosmetics and not cosmetics, but all that light drug stuff. It's just everything's just really sparse. It looks like it's just they're prioritizing stocking the other areas, and just like they're not getting restocked there because it's not quite as urgent. Look at it, just not much there, and it just looks like a stocking issue to me personally. Okay, this is Target. I wanted to show you that the kids' toy section at Walmart were actually looking pretty good. The toy section at Target was much more picked over. And this is where I'm talking about Target's rolling out. They're renovating like 25% of the store is being renovated to be turned into Christmas stuff. It just seems early to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the time of year that they do that turnaround, but it just feels like they're doing it early. Target has pretty good Gatorade selection. Look at the holes in the coffee section. That's the fancy coffee section. Not name brand, but it's like the fancy Target brands. Bunch of holes. Light on the milk. This is back to Walmart, but yesterday the bleach section is not looking too bad, but it's still definitely very light. Cream cheese from yesterday at Walmart, better that day. This is a different Walmart, so it's not like we're comparing yesterday to today at the same Walmart. But once again, the individual juice box section. And then look at this end cap. This kind of just like threw me for a loop. Look at the prices up at the top. Those prices do not correspond to what's on this end cap. Those things are like 78-cent bottles of flavored water, and the popcorn there. Neither of those correspond to those prices on the top there. They just didn't have anything on that end cap, so they just threw something up there and didn't change the price. All right, juice section. More juice section, more holes. This is still at Walmart. Their snacks are starting to look really thin. I think they took out some of the snack section and started renovating it into Christmas candy. Look at that. I read those markers and stuff like that. That's all going to be Christmas candy, which I just think it's crazy putting Christmas candy out before Halloween. But maybe that's what they've done in the past. I don't know. Some of y'all have been pointing out some people talking about coming salt shortage. I don't understand how that could possibly be a thing, but there's a picture of the salt I'm seeing here. If you're concerned about that, go buy a bunch of cardboard tubes of salt. It's not expensive at all, really. Oil looked a lot better yesterday. But this is where I started seeing the corn mix. That whole section used to be corn mix for corn muffins. Sugar looked a little better yesterday at the other Walmart. This is where I saw no powdered coffee creamer. That's all supposed to be powdered coffee creamer down at the bottom there. And it's just gone. And that's where I was just like, what? And that second shelf there is powdered coffee creamer too. And it's just a few bottles left. Like, what is up with that? At first, I thought it was coffee, but it's not. Here's the other Walmart meat section. Once again, look at all that chicken just kind of climbing up the wall there. And you hardly have anything that's not chicken up there. Chicken or hash. That's, that's your new choices in the new order of things. Velveeta, once again, taking over the mac and cheese section. And here's what the rice looked like yesterday. No 20-pounders at all. And they actually just started throwing extra things on that second shelf. Those things do not belong in there. That's rice section. And they just threw a bunch of plantains or something in there. I don't know. Potatoes yesterday, looking a little light, not terrible. And frozen foods are looking sparse. 1 bottle of hydrogen peroxide in the entire Dollar Tree. And I've seen something corresponding to that at the Walmart I looked at today. I didn't take a picture of it. They had like a dozen bottles there, but there's a lot of gaps there. They obviously had a whole bunch more on there. Okay, now this thing is what threw me for a loop at Sam's Club. This is where the bags of rice used to be. They just moved new product in. 50 pounders used to be on the left. Then there was the 40 and 20 pounders in there. And no sacks of rice left at all. And the aluminum foil is getting drained pretty fast. Now seeing a couple other stores really running out of aluminum foil as well. So let me know what you guys are seeing out there. And keep posting those updates down below. I love you guys. You guys are the best subscriber base out there, I think. You're just really trying to help each other, and you're just so kind to each other too, which I really appreciate. And it's just a really friendly atmosphere. If you haven't been in the comment section, get down there and meet some of the folks down there. All right, Steve Poplar out.